Welcome to the Player Supreme Show at ZenMac.com. I am your host, Player Supreme. Yes, welcome to the show today. And I have not heard that opener that I just did. I actually used it from another show way back when I was dealing with that Barry Kirky, the guy called Giggly, and trying to mind fuck his entire site. So today I'm going to talk about vibration and energy. Because a lot of the advanced fellows in the forum, they wanted to go down the advanced path. And I get the feeling they thought the advanced path would be all about mind fucking women and all that kind of stuff. But you got to understand the basic nature of the universe before you can walk that advanced path. I think people who reach the advanced level of this game or in life, they have a innate understanding of it, maybe not in depth actually, but they have maybe a subconscious understanding what's going on out there, because we are all vibrational beings. Every one of you listening to me, you are a vibrational being. You're like a receiving mechanism in that when you set your tuner to a station, you're going to hear what's playing. How many of you guys are on station negativity or station downer? And how many of you guys who are on station, I'm a player, I'm a winner? You can see whose station is set at what dial by looking at their post. So whatever you are focused on is the way you will set your tuner. I don't know if you guys know what a tuner is. Yeah, they still have radios these days, so think of it like your radio tuner. You turn the knob to get the stations. They probably have buttons nowadays. I don't know. I don't really mess. Mine still has the rotary dial thing. I do have some buttons on it, but yeah, you guys know what I'm saying. So when you focus for about 17 seconds, you activate a vibration within you. And once you activate a vibration within you, the law of attraction begins responding to that vibration, and then boom, there you're off and running. Whether it's something wanted or unwanted. Okay? So, by now you're probably wondering what is the actual law behind the law of attraction and how does it operate? Well, believe it or not, some actual scientists out there who are involved in this research and this stuff, and there is some actual science that's attached to the law of attraction, is what they discovered. There's actually a science behind it. And it has its roots in theories developed in quantum physics. That's why you've heard me use that word. I use that word for the left brain people, because they need something to grasp. So I give them that word out there, like throwing a dog a bone. The word attraction comes into play because of the vibrational energy that we send to the universe, which seeks out and attracts similar vibrational energy so that your experiences will change. I want you guys to experience what it's like being a player. I said that many years ago. I want you to experience what it's like being a king. I said that many years ago. And that I'm still holding to that. That's what I want you guys to experience. So let's take a moment to examine what actually goes on when we use the law of attraction in our lives. Now, as I mentioned earlier, that we are vibration and energy, and that our vibration and energies will send out corresponding energy out there that will find corresponding thoughts and actions to attract to us. In fact, all of our thoughts are sending out their own unique vibrations and energies. I mean, really. Every thought that your mind conjures up is vibrating at its own frequency, and it has an impact on the world around you, your immediate environment. You guys have been around someone let's take someone who just lost a relative. You walk into a room and you could tell right away there's something wrong. That person is sending out a vibration. You felt it. You may not have even seen them at first, but you could feel something's wrong when you walk in the room. At least for the normal people. So let me talk about the energy behind the law of attraction. Now, when you think certain thoughts, your brain actually sends out certain electromagnetic waves based on the corresponding frequencies. All right? So when you add your emotions or your actions, fellas, to these vibrations, your thought vibrations grow even stronger. That's why the people that practice Wiccan and magic, they do ritual stuff by adding the ritual, the motion, the actions, and the whole dressing up thing. They make their thought vibrations stronger. Our very presidents in this country and rich people, they gather probably about 100 miles away from me in a grove, and they do these same types of rituals. You can't tell me there's not power behind that when you get the most powerful people in the world out there doing the same shit. But they don't want us dumbed down, stupid people to do it. They want to tell us that it's all ooga booga stuff, that you shouldn't think about that stuff while they're out there playing with it. See, that's how dumbed down you guys have become. And they won. But let me continue. So what happens, thoughts are coupled with the emotions and actions, and they become activated to vibrate on even more intense and powerful levels. But we need to control more than just our thoughts alone to produce the results that we want by using the law of attraction. And it's critical that our actions and our emotions will also point in the right direction, the thing that we're trying to accomplish. Okay? That's important that you understand that you got to remain focused, is what I'm trying to say. So when you look at the science behind the vibrations and energy, for just a brief moment, you understand that all electromagnetic waves have a specific rate or frequency which depends upon movements. If you guys ever can think back to your head to your first science class, you remember how wavelengths back in high school science class was described? Often they were represented by waves, like those you would see in the ocean. Remember that? Well, the actual term wavelength is the measurement of the distance from one energy crest to the next crest, remember? So electromagnetic waves are described in terms of energy or frequency. And the world out there is made up of pulsating energy. I think if we saw the world as it really is, like when Neo woke up and he could see the coding, I think the human mind would go insane. Really. I don't think the human mind can handle seeing just nothing but energy out there. We would go just literally bonkers. So the world, as I said, is made up of pulsating energy, and your thoughts and emotions are part of this energy. We're like shitting all over the place, fellas. You're shitting all over the environment around you. And think about it, women are out there picking up on this stuff. That's why it's very critical that you develop self-esteem, so you vibrate at a higher level. Does that not make sense now that I'm tying all this stuff in? All the stuff I said about you got to get your self-esteem developed. You got to have confidence in yourself. You see, everything in the world is vibrating and moving. All that we see has its own vibrational energy patterns. What we have is atoms and subatomic particles moving around, and they cause different things to resonate with different vibrations. In quantum physics, as you guys know, it's a new branch of science because they're now starting to figure this shit out. It analyzes how everything in the world is derived from pure energy at different vibrational levels. That's what quantum physics is about. Uh, it was Einstein who called it that damn problem because he couldn't solve it. So he coined it that damn problem because his big brain could not figure it out. And he's right-brained. Once you realize that you're operating in a larger universe where everything is buzzing with its own energy, then you'll begin to understand why it's so important to control your thoughts and emotions. What did I tell you fellas to do? Every morning when you wake up, you put your player face on. That's to set you in that vibrational energy of a player so that you can bring to you all the experiences that a player gets. Does it not make sense now? So every thought that you think is almost like a signal to the universe that states, I want more of this. So you guys who are thirsty, who are desperate, guess what you're sending out there to the universe? I'll give you one guess. No, I'll give you two guesses. If you picked, because I want a woman, then she'll show up in my life, you're wrong. What state are you in? You're in the state of being thirsty, desperate. So is the universe going to respond by giving you more situations where you can be thirsty and desperate. Now this stuff is for advanced level people only. You guys who are stuck in the matrix, stuck in your own bullshit basically, you're not going to get this. This show is going to go right over your head. You're going to just listen to me and just put it aside. But this show is for you guys who actually get it. Okay? This is why I didn't want to talk about this stuff. Because only a few of you guys actually get it. Only a few of you guys will actually wake up to the truth. Once you realize that you're operating in that larger universe where everything's buzzing with its own energy, you'll understand why, as I said, you must control your thoughts and your emotions. You must. There's no way around this. Now, if you stop for a moment and think about what I just said and the implications, every thought you have is quite literally a signal being broadcast to the universe, requesting and asking that you receive more of whatever it is that you are thinking about. If that doesn't have an impact on your thinking, to my wakened fellas, I don't know what does. Our vibrations are like radio waves. Okay? You're out, whatever level you're at, you're vibrating at a certain level. You're broadcasting these vibrations to the world. Your thoughts and beliefs are broadcast in waves. You say that again, your thoughts and beliefs. That's why I have my Confidence Kicker program, so I can help change some of those beliefs. So your thoughts and beliefs are broadcast in waves, and once they are sent out, they join together with additional energy. Your energy waves will seek out those that are like it. That's why people who are lowlifes, they hang out together. They feel better around each other. You put those lowlife people in like a high society event, they will not feel comfortable, and the high society people will not feel comfortable with them there. Okay? That's why you want to change your friends when you walk this path. If you guys are on this path right now and you still have the old friends, they will hold your energy back. It's a brutal path. That's why I say a player is truly one of the most loneliest men on the planet. Because you got to let go of all of your friends. That's something I figured out a long time ago. My path was for success in life. That's how I started my business. So we've sent out the energy out there, and it sought out the similar type of people. And these joined together to form what appearances and events that you see in the outside world, so that you experience things. And this is where the law of attraction comes in. If you look at your vibrations as radio waves, right? Then you can see how the law of attraction controls your experiences. Because remember, we're seeking experiences. Like those of you guys who are seeking wealth, do you want to experience what it's like being wealthy? You want to experience what it's like being in a big house. You want to experience what it's like to have nice clothes. You want to experience what it's like to be financially free. You want to experience what it's like to be able to travel. Those are experiences to the universe. So when you send out your thought and the powerful energy that's attached to it, that thought then goes out into the world, seeks a match to its vibration. And that is the real secret of the law of attraction. Like attracts like. As we vibrate, we attract what is similar to us. You vibrate as a loser, you will attract loser things. You guys have heard of the Dr. Emoto? If not, Google him and look at his experiments with water and vibration. Now I want to talk about energy and healing. As you know, I'm a second level Reiki healer. I believe Muska is at the master's level. Basically, what we can do is channel what's called universal energy. Basically, the energy of the universe. We learn to channel, or we practice channeling it through our bodies, through our hands, so we can heal others. I stopped practicing when my little brother died, but he died a peaceful death because I was doing healing, not just Reiki, but something called quantum touch. And it did not save his life, but he was able to die in peace. He should have died screaming in agony with kidney cancer. Cancer that metastasized to his liver. And he was in some pain, but not a lot of pain. He died in sleep. That was the best I could do for him. I have not delved into it. As you guys know, I stopped all the things I was passionate about. As I was telling my father last night, how, I asked him if that's when he stopped playing his guitar, and sure enough, it was. We both stopped the things that we were passionate about, the things that we were into, and he began to shut down in his life. So vibration and energy has been shown to have an incredible ability to heal others as well as ourselves. Okay? I've already mentioned Reiki, chakra healing, the Chinese concept of Qigong or Qi. There's pranic healing. And the idea behind these healing modalities or practices is that our life force or vibration has the power to heal. Healers even use the technique of sending positive and healing energy to others. And they've done studies on I recall reading on AIDS people. They had people sending these AIDS people, they had test groups, and they sent certain people in the test group the healing energy to see if their blood counts changed. And sure enough, everyone who was sent the energy, their blood count changed. Do not ask me where I read that. I read that in a book, and I don't recall which book it was in because I've read so many books. And after my little brother died, my memory is a little shot. Okay? I know how nerds are. You want to go find the information yourself. Okay? Now, healers even use the sending of energy for other purposes too, like I did. If you recall, if you have my past shows, you will recall me saying that I would lay my hands on a woman that I wanted bonded to me. So basically, I according to the people who are the metaphysical people out there, I misused this by getting women what's the word I'm looking for? Addicted to my energy. Okay, so I misused it. But energy healing has two categories. I'm gonna talk about that because you got to know everything. If you're the type of person I just want to get women bonded to me, I pray that you don't say something like that, because I will run you out of here so fucking fast. No, I'm not gonna deal with immature, childish shit. That's why I ask people, don't buy the on YouTube, don't buy the mind fucking book until you get a woman to fuck. They think they're gonna get the book and be able to be some creepy dude at work and mind fuck the women that they had crushes on, just so they can strut around the job. Weak punk motherfuckers. I don't think so. And I was gonna try not to cuss during this episode because I'm talking about metaphysics. Every time I think about the stuff that goes on in the forum, it just makes me cuss. So we can divide energy into two categories. Veritable energy medicine is one of the labels for the types of energy healing that includes magnets and light therapy. Then we have energy medicine involving energy fields. And that includes healing techniques like acupuncture, qigong, reiki. And that's the realm that I came from. Being able to channel energy. And that's one of the things I was born with as a gift. A natural gift to be able to channel energy. In quantum physics, you have subatomic particles that can act in a way that impacts other particles in a way that goes beyond the concepts of Newtonian physics. See, in Newtonian physics, we came before the concept of quantum physics. You guys remember Newton? The apple fell out the tree. There must be gravity. Now I'm going way back in my head. So it came before quantum physics, and it's based around the principles that state that everything revolves around more simple theories of motion. You throw an apple up, it's going to fall to the earth. The theories of Newtonian physics, I think the physics people call it classical mechanics or something like that, right? So in my area, I come from the metaphysical quantum physics of healing, and that's the path that we're going to walk in the future for you advanced level people. So if you have the Newtonian physics all ingrained in your head, you may not want to walk that path, because we're going to get downright voodoo with it. Yes, before I close out the show today, I had re-recorded I'm having to re-record my last few moments of this show because I sounded kind of angry. And when I think about when I deal with the people, some of the regular people on the forum, it just gets me angry. So I'm going to re-record this, and I'm going to explain what this means to the average person. If your life isn't good right now, if you're not experiencing the things you want to experience, like having women to date, it's because of the way you are vibrating. It's because of your thoughts and your beliefs. Change the way you vibrate. Women are very sensitive to the way that you vibrate. You've probably heard women say, there was just something about him that creeped me out. Or, there's something about him that I just find attractive. I don't know what it is, but there's just something about him. It works in both ways. So your vibration, your personal magnetism, can either be turned to repel or it can be turned to attract women to you, depending on your thoughts and beliefs. Guys who get a lot of women, they have good thoughts and good beliefs about themselves. Mickey Royal was on the right path when he said, "All whom I do not see," blah blah blah, in his book. Except in this community of online people, that is not a good phraseology to believe in. It is better to just develop real confidence and real self-esteem, and that will attract to you better experiences in life. If that does not make sense to you, let me know and send me a private message, and I'll do another show on it. Okay, so I've done shows on vibration. Unfortunately, if you're new here, you don't have access to, but one show a day. And that's okay, because that keeps people from coming in, ripping me off, and then coming back every few months. So my goal now is to make every show as productive as I can now. Even though the old ones will complain, I've already heard that before. They now understand that there are a lot of new people coming to the forum, so it's for them. All the old ones, they should actually be purchasing my past shows, if they have not already done so. Okay, fellas. Peace. This has been another Player Supreme episode at ZenMac.com, and I've been your host, Player Supreme.